Checking. Yeah, look at that. Okay, hold on. Be right back. Okay, take two. Hi. Oh, what a fun day. What an awesome day. December 1st, Monday. And we just spent the last about 2 hours playing music for children in a children's hospital. It was really cool. We were asked to play for a short time, just, a 1 hour set. And then we got there early enough that we played about an hour and a half long set. It was really cool. All sorts of Christmas music set to, a swing or a bossa nova or just kind of jazzy, light jazzy kind of sound. It was really neat. Yeah. Oh, it was very fun. It was very fun. We were not allowed to film. Young children. It's a HIPAA violation kind of thing with minors and whatnot. We did, however, get a photo afterwards, and I did record the audio. And so, knowing that the audio exists, I may or may not put that out there in the world for people to hear. So that's kind of fun. Callie, how you doing? Yeah, definitely just a blessed day. Very, very fun, blessed day. So, yeah, I'm out of my. we had a certain dress code, I guess. What do we call that? A uniform? No. I wore a white shirt and a red tie, and I have this red sweater vest that looks nice. It was very Christmassy, very, very Christmassy. Yeah, so we did that. I also pre-opened the connections, the crossword, the Wordle, the Strands, and the letterboxed. I did that on purpose because I knew by the time I got here today, they would have probably rolled over to the new puzzle, right? So knowing that I was going to be super late today, literally like during class, like I don't know how many hours ago it was. It was probably 4 hours ago. I opened each of these tabs knowing that I would need to like revisit them hours and hours later, just in case I got there and it had already rolled over, That's amore. No, it was all Christmas music. It was all Christmas music. It was Angels We Have Heard on High, but it was set to like a bossa nova rhythm. It was this quiet, gentle bossa. So it was Angels We Have Heard on High. Da, 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 da. Right? It had this kind of like jazzy, almost samba feel to it. It was really neat. It was awesome. It was very fun. All right, let's see what we got on the connections today. December 1st. Full moon, eye contact, orbit, pizza pie. Oh, look at that. When the moon hits your eye. Is this just things that are round? Heaven help me if this is just things that are round. Revolution, metamorphosis, pupil, sea change, pea soup, lap, LP, castle. Okay, finally we got something that's not circular. Trial, tea leaves, judgment, and circuit. Okay, so I think circuit, lap, orbit, maybe revolution, I feel like go together. Okay, they do. A complete turn. So like tea leaves is a divination process. Reading the moon is sort of a superstitious thing. Watching the sea change? I don't know. How about judgment and trial? Those feel like they go together. Sea change is the tide. Metamorphosis is a change. LP, right? Long play record. A vinyl record goes in a circle. A full moon is circular. I guess your pupil is circular. And a pizza pie is circular. Circular things. I feel like we've had that one many times. Forgive me if I'm wrong there, but I feel like we have had that many times. Yeah, you did mention that's amore. You're funny. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Alright, so we got the two trickier ones left. Pea soup. Pea soup is green. Pea soup, not everybody loves. I feel like trial, metamorphosis, and judgment go together. Maybe sea change? Like a storm is coming? That's one away. Oh boy. So if that's one away, that means that this one, this one, this one, and this one are one away. Eye contact. Stare. Gaze. Tea leaves. They leave a shape at the bottom of a teacup, and you like predict the future from it. I don't know. Maybe a little guidance, Callie. I might need a little guidance for this one. Eye contact. Trial. Is that what we had before? Is that what we had before? That's what we did. We were one away. Still one away. So maybe it's eye contact, but we took the wrong one off. Trial. I'm not picking these up. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Trial, castle, tea leaves, Eye contact. I don't get it. Say them very slowly. Pea soup, pea soup, pea soup. Well, these ones have EA. EA, that's all I got. Yuck. Starting with letter homophones. I contact, P soup, C change, T leaves. Judgment, trial, castle, and metamorphosis. The what? Kafka works. The castle, the judgment, the metamorphosis, the trial. Sure. Never read Kafka. Never in my life. Yeah, whatever. I got it. It was ugly, but I got it. Complete turn, a circuit, a lap, an orbit, a revolution. Circular things, a full moon, an LP, a pizza, pie, and a pupil. Starting with letter homophones. I contact, P soup, C change, T leaves. Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad he did that. Never read Kafka. The castle, the judgment, the metamorphosis, and the trial. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that because we're not going to review it today. I told you we're doing it we're doing it different today. Just want to get through it fast. Tree, that's the symbol of Canada. Well, that is the good old maple. Back street, alley. Kind of steak with a letter in its name. How about T-bone? Beer pong targets, just cups. Whoop, cups. Blank pinafore. Gilbert and Sullivan opera. Show. Mutual interest. Match. Bad or Good Kid, Mad City as an album. And then sits down heavily, plops. Sorry, what? Oh, the HMS Pinafore. Okay, I'm learning new things today. That went right over my head. Okay, tree that it's a symbol of Canada, the maple. Right, you got the maple leaf. Back street, an alley. Kind of steak with a letter in its name. Well, technically they all have letters in their name, don't they? This one is a T-bone because it's shaped like the bone is shaped like a letter T. Beer pong targets, cups. HMS Pinafore. Isn't it HMS Her Majesty's ship? Or His Majesty's ship? Let's see. Show mutual interest as on a dating app to match with each other. Bad or Good Kid, MAAD City, Mad City album. Sits down, plops down heavily. Contact lens. And then look here with your eye. Yeah, all steaks have letters in their name. Everything has letters in its name. Right? That's not wrong. Okay, Wordle. Get our weak streak back by getting it today, hopefully. Hard mode. There's a word. Lunch. No way. No way. Are you kidding me? I promise I did not look at this. I know it's later in the day, but I promise you I did not look at this. That's wild. Okay, it's not an N, so like, I was going to say like Lynch or something. There's no way they would put that in. L blank blank CH. Oh my gosh, if we got this in 2 today. L. What if it's latch? LATCH. Give it to me. Oh, so close. Man, we almost got it in 1. Or in 2 today, I mean. L blank ACH. What does that? Nothing does that. Leech? Okay, but it's not spelled like the animal a leech. Wow, that was so lucky. That's probably the luckiest guess I've ever had. That's the luckiest guess I've ever had. I said lunch. I don't know why I tried to say launch, because I saw the A there. I said launch. Lunch, and it gave me the L, the C, and the H. That's amazing. And then it gave us, and then I tried latch, which was the A. And then what's the letter that goes there? LAA? No, it doesn't make sense. LEA, leech, like a leech field. That's so funny. What a way to do that. That's incredible. All right, Strands today. We've been doing great on Strands. Haven't needed too many hints lately. On the ice. Okay, tell me that's not hockey. I thought I saw hockey. Hockey. There you go, hockey rink. Ha ha ha. Spangram first. How about goals? Puck. Zamboni. Zamboni is actually a registered name. It's a guy's name that came up with it. Skates, of course. Stick. Oh, sticks. Scoreboard. There we go. When you're playing hockey. When I was a kid, we always played street hockey. Right? You put your blades on. With hockey rink, they're probably talking about ice hockey. And yeah, you don't put rollerblades on. You put knife shoes on. That's what we call them. Anytime my kids get invited to go ice skating, like, all right, be careful with those knife shoes on. Hockey rink, goals, puck, Zamboni. Yeah, Zamboni is definitely an ice hockey. Skates. Yeah, we always played with roller skates. Scoreboard and stick. I know, I wouldn't cheat on a Wordle after working at the children's hospital. No, of course not. I think what happened is that I'm just blessed for playing at the children's hospital, and I was gifted an insanely good Wordle starting answer. You know, I just stare at my keyboard until something comes at me, and I was like, yeah, we'll play lunch. How about that? No, I would not. I would not. If ever I have to look something up, I will usually tell you. You know, it's like, hold on, before I proceed in this connections or whatever I play, I'm like, I gotta look this up. I'm sorry. No, but I would never look it up ahead of time to get ahead or something. No, that takes the fun out. I told you I'm living longer because I play puzzles. I'm growing my brain in my elderly age. What do we call ice rink surface smootheners? That is not copyright if you can't call it a Zamboni. Yeah, for real. No, you can call it a Zamboni, just it is somebody's last name. That's where it comes from. Registered trademark, I'm sure. We owe that guy money now just for saying that. Try to solve in 5 words today. Let's see, a P, F, and N. A, I, T, L, D, and R. C, H, O. All right. T-I. Can't do T-I-O-N words. Can't do CH words like orchard or something. Aphids. Oh, I hate aphids. Aphids are the worst. Terrible for your roses. They're no good. Don't. Alright. I'll write down the word aphid. I do not like aphids, but I will write down the word. Huh. I don't know where to go. There's no E. There's no G for an ing word. Where do I go? Where do I go? Have you guys done this puzzle yet? If you haven't done this puzzle, jump in and help me. We have to use, we have to use up all 12 letters up in 5 words. We can bounce and repeat letters, that's fine. But we can't do 2 on the same side, one after the other. All right, well, Callie, let's do it together then. I keep wanting to do CH words like chronic. It's not how you spell chronic. We could do, if A and I weren't on the same side, we could say cranial. There's no M. I think rando is an acceptable word, though, off the top of my head. I think we've played it before. T and I are on the same side. Say optic. Can't do. I was gonna do like cardio or something. Trapdoor. I'm at a loss here. Fondant. There we go. There's a word. Triplo. Doesn't it feel like Triplo? Haven't gotten anything over 5 letters yet. Thick. 2 C's. Pilot hand. Oh, I thought that was a... Narc. There we go. Narc. Alright, we did it in 5. Fondant. Trip. P led to pilot. T for then. And then N for narc. Don't narc me out, man. Oh, I know. This one went over my head, too. Alright. Well, let's recap our answers super fast. I do need to get upstairs. We did the connections puzzle first, and then we did the mini crossword, the Wordle, the Strands, and then, of course, we just barely finished the letterbox. If you like what you see, give this video a like and consider subscribing because we do this every day, usually a lot earlier in the day. Today I had a real special gig. My band played at the local children's hospital. It was awesome. I had to race. I even told my 4th period class, I was like, you guys, I'm going to have to jet. And so they were cool with it. You know, they were just like, all right, see ya. So that I could get there in time and set up my drums and all that. I'm the guy with the most equipment, and of course I did an audio recording of it too. So I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuff. So it took a while to put together, but we got it. It sounded cool, really, really nice. So I saw it was really cute. Some kids, in little strollers, and kids with machines attached to them, and they're walking around. and it just brightened their day. You know, it was just really cool. Some kids were dancing, and moms were taking pictures, and it was just really sweet. Even people in like full surgical garb. They're like head to toe in scrubs, and they've got their tie up masks and things, like fresh out of surgery, and they're like sitting there kind of tapping their foot. And I was like, wow, people would be rather be anywhere else during the Christmas season. And here they are at a children's hospital. But glad I could brighten their day. So connections today. Complete turn is a circuit, a lap, an orbit, or a revolution. Circular things. Here we are. Circular circuit. Full moon, an LP, a pizza pie, and a pupil. Circles, sure. Starting with letter homophones. I contact. P soup. C change. T leaves. Very clever. And then Kafka. I am ashamed to say I've never read anything by Kafka. The castle, the judgment, the metamorphosis, and the trial. Kafka just rolled over in his grave. We did the mini crossword very quickly today. Tree that's a symbol of Canada, the maple. Back street is an alley. Kind of steak with a letter in its name. Okay, the answer is T-bone, but really technically all of the steaks have letters in their name, right? To make up the words. Beer pong targets, cups. And then HMS Pinafore, the Gilbert and Sullivan opera that I've never heard of. Show mutual interest as on a dating app. You match with each other. You swipe. Oh, that's another swipe. Could have been swipe. Bad or Good Kid, Mad City. Albums. Sits down. Plops down heavily. Contact lens. And then look here. Eyeball. And I got a super lucky guess on the Wordle today. I started with the word lunch. You know how I do it. I just stare at the keyboard and something comes at me. And today I thought lunch, which was super lucky. It gave me the L, the C, and the H. And then I botched it by saying latch, but it did give me the A. So I'm like, what the heck? Where does this go? It's got to go in the middle. So then I thought leech was the only thing that made sense there, like a leech field. Not like a leech, like sticks to your body and sucks your blood. That's Leech. Today's theme for the Strands was on the ice, hockey rink. Right? You got your goals, a puck, a Zamboni to make the ice flat and smooth. Skates, not steaks. I'm hungry. Steaks. Skates. What else? Scoreboard. I was trying to read that one backwards. No, scoreboard. Stick. There you go. And then we finished off the letterbox today. Probably not in the most graceful way, but whatever. It worked. Fondant. And the T led to trip. The P led to pilot. T for than. And then N for narc. Don't narc me out. Yesterday they solved it with flexibility and Yakuza. Flexibility and the Japanese mafia, Yakuza. Oh, man. All right. Well, good. Hope you guys had fun. Sorry it was so late in the day. Like I said, I had a very busy day. I'm ready to crash. I've just been go all day today. Tuesday, what do I have? I'm finishing up projects. Kind of lame day. Wednesday, let's see. What do I have Wednesday? I got something. Oh, it's a basketball game. It's usually not. Usually it's Tuesday or Friday, but for some reason, basketball is on Wednesday this week. Don't know why, actually. It's kind of strange. And then, let's see. Thursday, we're doing things as a family. And then Friday, something's happening. I don't know. I'd have to check my calendar. But we got, basically what I'm saying is smooth sailing from here to the end of the week in terms of being able to do the live stream at a reasonable hour. So, yeah, if you like what you see, give this video a like. Consider subscribing. Thanks for some fun chat. Callie, you kept it interesting. And you know what? I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.